Alright. This is so weird. I'm just going through what I wrote in the past. So, this is one of those videos where I knew I was gonna make it for a very long time, but it's not that I cannot bring myself to do it. I'm just been really lazy. I told myself that I will have to film this video once I get my tripod because I ordered a tripod and it just arrived today. And now I'm filming this video and I'm getting it out. I'm getting it done. I need to get myself in serious mode. Okay. I have decided that I am terminating this channel. And by terminating, I don't mean I'm not going to delete this channel. I'm not going to deactivate it. But hi, my name is Haru. You probably knew me as Asher. I am officially ending this channel. This will be the last video that you will see on this channel. And I'll explain to you why. But yes, I am abandoning 30k of my subscribers. I wrote everything down here in case I either drift off or not know what to tell you. So I think it's pretty obvious to everybody that my channel basically disintegrated. It just dissolved. And the reason why it happened is surely because of my own inconsistency. I just couldn't bring myself to post regularly. I'm not sure if I made it very clear to you all, but I knew that when I started YouTube, it was mainly to archive my progress and my growth because I started YouTube as a teenager, and it was one of the best things that happened to me actually, that even until today. Like, it was just so, I didn't expect Shape of You to hit, like, I don't remember how many views, like 3.6 now? 3.6 million views? Something like that. For some reason it happened faster than I thought, and I will admit that I was slightly carried away by that sudden burst of subs and views and stuff like that, and it did kind of drifted me off. So one of the biggest reasons as to why I'm leaving this channel behind is because, and it might be hard to accept for some people here, pen tapping isn't something that I fully enjoy. So I started off taking piano lessons at a very young age. I never really liked it until I stopped taking lessons. The whole Asian tiger mom mentality thing, like, I got rid of that only to slowly do my thing and test the waters out to realize that I do like piano and I want to take my own pace at it. And that was sort of when I started the YouTube channel. And then one day in high school, someone just taught me how to pen tap, and I realized that, I do have a flair for that. To rephrase, I didn't know it was a thing because as a kid, I would tap on random things. Like, I would just, like, on the car ride to, like, the city, I would just tap my hands on the window and stuff like that to make beats, and then realizing that, oh, pen tapping is a thing. And I tried my hand on it, and turns out that I was okay at it. I wouldn't say I'm great at it, but apparently that garnered more views than my piano covers, so I decided, why not? And when I got that million view viral Shape of You cover, that was great. I appreciated it. I was grateful of that. But that also came with the whole expectation of, oh damn, people are here, people are subscribing because they want pan tapping covers now. And that kind of made me really anxious because when I post a piano cover, it would garner really a lot lesser views compared to my pan tapping covers. And so it definitely discouraged me from making piano covers. And slowly started becoming like, okay, I need to post a pan tapping video every week just so my channel survives. And that was going on okay for a while. And eventually I started thinking, screw this crap. I don't want to do this anymore. This is not what I signed up for. And bear in mind, I was young, I was reckless. I am grateful, I appreciate this channel, I appreciate the subscribers, I appreciate the views, but pen tapping is just not something I would want to do. And then I just dropped it. I basically just left the account, and occasionally I came back to post piano covers, but it would always disappoint me. It will always, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but basically whenever I try to post a piano cover, but then I look at the views, and then I look at how people comment like, hey, can you pen tap this? Hey, can you do a pen tapping tutorial to this? Stuff like that, which is totally not their fault. I totally understand where they're coming from, but when I see that, then it just makes me feel I kind of screwed up my own channel. So with this issue on hand, and with the whole lack of consistency, like even if I were to come back and make pen tapping covers right now per se, I really don't think it's gonna revive the channel. At the same time, I don't want to. I don't think, I'll be straight up with everybody, even if I do create a new YouTube channel right now, which I'll get to in a bit, I will never ever. I might casually pen tap in a video, but I will not post like a full-on pen tapping cover. It's just not something that I truly enjoy, and because of that, I'm not gonna do those covers anymore. Yeah, I must say though that I really like percussions, and it was always my dream to own a drum and like a drum set. And like I used to play 24 season drums, like the Chinese drums in the past and all that stuff, and I really like percussions. I feel like I do have a flair for it in the future. If I do get my hands on a drum set, percussion haru might come back. We'll see. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to let everyone down. I don't think this video would even get 100 views. I feel like the channel just died. I feel like maybe this whole thing is just for my own closure, which sounds really pathetic, but I hope it is closure for you all too. I hope. So, speaking about leaving this channel, you'll probably be wondering, then will there be a new channel? The true, most blunt, most honest answer I can give you right now is I don't know. But what I can tell you is that I do enjoy making YouTube videos, and if it's possible, I do want to make YouTube videos again. Sure, for archiving purposes, I have 34k subscribers on this channel as of this moment, but I really don't see myself as a YouTuber solely because of the inconsistency that I got myself into. I feel like eventually I will go back to YouTube. With that said, there is a link in the bottom in the description box. If I do come back to make YouTube videos, it will be with that channel. So I changed this channel's username to Paws of Husky because we did kind of start off with Paws of Husky, and I'll leave it as Paws of Husky. Of course, we did kind of start off as Paws Like a Boss, but I really don't like that name, and I don't know why did I think of that name, so we are not going to address that. I'm just going to really quickly check if I missed anything out. Apparently, I did right that I'm making myself the promise that if and when I do return to YouTube, I'd want to be making content that I truly enjoy making, and because I'm such an all-rounder, what that means is that my content will be all over the place. Okay. This is something that I feel like I have to address. There will be a lot of content creators and influencers out there who are against this, who are strongly against this, that if I were to come back to doing YouTube, it will be really just on one channel. Things like music covers, personal videos, thoughts about things, theater, art, thoughts on gender and sexuality as well, because I know that I am known for that to some people in this channel, because I talked about it back then. You guys basically saw me transition. That is something that I'm glad for though, because when I started YouTube, I wanted to archive, and I feel like it's kind of cool that I managed to archive some of that. Anyways, back to the topic. What else there, right? My point is that if I do come back and if I do make YouTube videos, everything that I do make videos of will all end up on one channel. There will not be one channel of music covers, one channel of thoughts, like a second channel of that. After experimenting with all these years and like opening up, I don't know, a million Instagram accounts, if you know, you know, I decided that it's really not my thing. It might help me in the long run, but I just don't like managing many different accounts and many different sides of me. So in other words, if you choose to subscribe to my new channel, and fingers crossed I do come back, you are subscribing to this. All of this. I'm a true, naive, curious all-rounder. I've been living life with people constantly coming up to me and saying things like, you need to pick a major, you need to pick something that you can deeply dive into and kind of stay there for a while and really hone your craft. I'm really trying to make that thing theater. I don't know if it's working, I don't know if I'm diving deep enough, but I got a degree in that thing and I'm trying to like really bury myself in it. But if I were to do a YouTube channel, it cannot be that. I guess in some sense, I do not want to be just known or remembered because of a niche. And I don't need people to know me or subscribe me or follow me just so because I am great at that one niche. If there's a better way for me to say this, I feel like my life goal is to then experiment and test and like dive into as many things as possible and figure out what I like and what I dislike. The more interests, hobbies, areas I can touch, the better I feel as a person. So yeah, a handful of people call me out on that. They tell me that it's really because you've not found something that you really, like, it's your thing. The response from me right now is that I strongly disagree, because there are things that I feel very strongly for, like theater and piano and drawing to some extent. Like drawing was the first thing that I figured out in my life. Yeah, I feel like I said what I had to say. Let me just very quickly check if there's anything I missed out. I actually wrote it on my note sheet where I said, as I mentioned countless times in my old videos, did I actually I strive to produce content I'm actually passionate in, and if I'm forced to pick one and only one genre for the rest of my life, unfortunately that seems very impossible to me. So yeah. Give me one sec. I'm just gonna very, very quickly check how many views, how many total views I have exactly right now. I want to archive this on this last video. Oh my god, this is starting to get really sad. It's starting to get really nostalgic. As of this point, I have 5.7 million views. And you have no idea how much I appreciate whatever that this channel has garnered. This channel, this I can't speak. It's been such a journey, and occasionally I would like watch back my old videos just to see how I was and how I grew and how high my voice was back then and my long hair and all that stuff. Yeah. I I did not. It says here that I joined September 2013. It's actually been, oh my god. So it's kind of been 8 years and a half since I started this channel. 8 years and a half, right? I can do math right now, but it feels like 8 years and a half. Sadly, I was only consistent for like 3 years, I think. 3? I did not expect 5.7 views. I mean, 5.7 million views. I did not expect that amount at all. I didn't expect 34k. There was a point, I don't know if you guys remember, we actually hit 36. And because of me not posting crap and me started to not post pen tapping covers, it went back to 34. I'm sure this will eventually go back to 30k, which is why I'm leaving 30k by title. I did state here that I'm not gonna say too much as it's only the end for this channel. Oh my god, the expectations that I have for myself. So based on what I wrote here a month ago, apparently I promised myself that I'll come back, so I guess I'm coming back. I have to say, I'm not making a promise, but I do. I'm leaving a link there because I'll come back, right? Whenever I come back, that's gonna be another issue. But what I can promise though is that when I get everything sorted out, when I get my life sorted out, there will be consistency. The one thing that I'm trying to promise myself on all these things that I do right now is consistency. Given I have the control over it, given it's not like the pandemic and theater, you have no idea how much that destroyed. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about the pandemic and theater. COVID-19. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you so much for those who've been here, especially for those who've been here from the very, very beginning. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. The camera is too far from me, but I can still do this. Cool. Oh, I forgot to clap. Crap.